It's beyond the pine.
Everybody knows that, man.
What did you think of the new intro song?
I'm stoked.
Do you want to hear it again?
Sure.
It's beyond the pine.
This is 120, right?
120, baby.
Cool.
120
We're looking
blaze
good on
it.
all fronts.
120 blaze it.
300 away from the magic number.
800.
L-A...
500 licenses.
L-A-M-D-M-A-R-K.
King.
That's a crash symbol on Steve's head.
This is a bit of a landmark episode, 120. Many people thought, well, they kind of knew we wouldn't make it here, and we proved them right. Wrong.
right.
Right.
Wrong. Right.
You're right.
I'm right.
Who would say that?
The haters.
We have haters?
Masturbators.
We don't have haters. No, we have never...
You don't think we have haters?
We don't have a single hater.
I'll tell you an organization that doesn't like us.
Right.
The Streamys.
And KKK.
Bill Hader.
KKK hates
Bill
us.
Hader?
The KKK hates us.
Probably.
Big time. Big time.
We
The
fraternize.
What did we do to
man.
them, man?
We fraternize.
We fraternize, bro.
With who, the enemy?
James
With
and
their
I have a
enemy.
fraternity.
I just
and
don't see how we've ever wronged the KKK.
I've gone
never
out of my
wronged-
way to wrong the KKK.
Right,
You've
and
what?
I didn't do what
I've
they
gone
told
out of
me
my
to.
way, dude.
What have you done?
Throwing ostrich eggs at their compound.
Where do you find ostrich eggs?
Stinky.
Ostrich farm.
Okay, there's one near.
Very.
That's right.
Seriously?
Remember that old homeless camp that burnt down?
Turned into an ostrich.
Those weren't
farm.
homeless people.
No, that
Those
was
were ostriches?
those
No.
were ostriches.
Right.
Damn.
And I just didn't do what the KKK wanted me to
But
do.
here's the
you
issue.
were part of it?
For a little bit until I found out what they were trying to do.
You found out what they were about? Yeah.
I thought they were just hanging out and playing Monopoly.
Certainly
What made
not.
you
No
think
one does
that?
that.
Do
There's
not
no
pass go. Do not burn at the stake, I thought, was one of their big things. It turns out it was the opposite. It was do not pass go. Everybody dies. And that's pissing me off. I'm like, let's create a story here.
Well, going back to the
Of
ostrich
what?
eggs, this is why they were so upset. Initially, the intention was that a raw ostrich egg breaks on their wall.
Days go by. What
but
happens?
Since the place burnt down, they were all cooked. All the
Right.
eggs were cooked. So it was like throwing a 3-ton boulder at their
was
fucking
like a
house, dude. Killed 3 people.
3 days later, out in the sun, it was just an omelet, a big fucking mess of an omelet, and just dead fucking
Those are
people.
Little bird parts of
Homeless.
dead
You ever had a
people.
homeless omelet? We had to finish that sucker up.
No, I don't know what a
That was
homeless
our
omelet
punishment.
is.
The judge said, "Oh yeah, you want to eat a homeless omelet? You're gonna have to finish it." Declared.
That's right. Just like the
Declared.
just like that little porker from Madeline. What's that? The girl who can do magic. And
The
she gets
porker
sworn-
from Madeline, the girl who can do magic.
you know-
What the hell are you
What is
saying,
Madeline?
man?
No, not Madeline.
The
Matilda?
porker-
Matilda.
Is there
Matilda
magic?
can do magic?
Yes, of course, idiot.
I just remember the cake.
She
scene.
can.
She
She has
can?
telepathy,
That's right.
telekinesis.
And
She
remember,
can make things levitate.
remember the porker from that movie? He was
The-
made to eat a
Oh,
whole
the kid
cake.
who ate the cake?
Kid who ate the cake.
well, he was a good guy, dude.
It all comes full
That kid
circle.
was you were
Are you
meant to
saying
sympathize
that kid
with
was
him.
part of the KKK? Or that
No,
kid was an
don't you
ostrich
dare
egg?
put that in
That
my
kid was
mouth.
Oscar nominated for that role.
He was Oscar nominated, and we were Oscar nominated for our eating, just like he was. The cake, that is. Welcome back to 1995, the day of my birth.
the day. Was that a phone that had a plug in it that wasn't plugged into the wall?
No.
So go
Um,
ahead and hold that up.
We're really
For
happy
the
to be
class.
here today,
Show
you
that
guys.
to the class. Did you bring
We're
it up?
showing you the class.
Hold it up high. Stretch your arm out as high as it goes up.
Steve has his phone charging.
Even higher.
Ah, this is as high as my arm.
Steam has his fucking.
Steve's on Steam now. You can download him.
She's been smoking Steam.
It's just an alpha.
We're really glad to be here, you guys. We're pretty proud of ourselves for making the podcast go from a bedroom to outside of the bedroom.
I thought you were going to say we're pretty proud of ourselves for making the podcast go on this long.
That
Truly,
too.
dude. I've never had anything this long.
And you know what? We went through a dip.
yeah?
We went through a dip, and now
A death. We went through a death.
As we've had some guests on, there's been a little bit more interest in the podcast for both the viewer and us. We've been enjoying ourselves. I feel like this is like the real season 2. How it felt like season 1 goes by, got to make a change. Season 2, here we are. And
So is this the first episode of season 2, or each of our
We've
seasons
been here. We've been
gonna have
here.
I know, but
120?
doesn't it feel like
That'd be really funny to just. This is the beginning of season 2.
120 episode seasons? But that's
What
what it
better
feels like.
place to start than our landmark episode? Honestly.
Dime a
That's what I'm
dozen.
saying. That's
That's a
because
great
it's
idea.
A landmark episode.
So this is season 2.
season 2.
Season 2 premiere.
We
Yeah.
make it really, really. I think we should make it cinematic. Change it all up.
storylines.
All
podcast,
storylines.
storyline podcast.
Nobody
Sure.
liked it.
Write a whole script.
Well, this is all scripted. This
Right.
whole thing. We've actually memorized the script since last
We've
week.
been practicing this for quite a while.
Jameson specifically. How have you been?
I'm good, man.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, I know.
No, he hasn't what? No, he hasn't.
No, he
been.
hasn't
I
what?
have to shift. I'm sitting on a ball.
He's got a shit.
I'm sitting
Feel
on a
that.
Sandra Bullock.
Speaking of sitting on things, I saw this funny video where this guy was sitting on a stool, and then the stool went down. He's like, oh, and he stands up, and the pole is like sticking up 6 inches from the middle of it, like it was in his ass.
And that was one of the gayest men alive. That
Yeah,
sat
he
on it.
fucking loved the shit out of it.
I don't know about that. He didn't want it to happen, so.
Well, then why was he gay? James?
I thought when you said, I saw this funny video, you were going to be talking about one of your own TikToks.
I wish, dude. Speaking of, I've been making TikToks, and somebody said, made it seem like that was a dumb thing to do.
Can we get the yikes siren?
Come on. Hey, I have a platform where if I have a 10-minute idea, I film it, I throw it up.
10-minute idea?
10-minute idea to create, 20 seconds of footage by the time it's done.
Your 10-minute ideas, on average, I think a normal person would probably spend no time.
Right.
Yeah.
So that gives me some credit.
So
for
let's
that.
say someone spends a year writing a movie.
Kib
in
spends
Kib time. Kib would spend
about 10 years.
10 years. Yeah.
Because we don't
10 years
rush.
young.
We don't rush things.
We?
You and your crew?
Me and my crew. I've got a crew.
Who's in your crew?
Well, I've got a whole back line of crew, directors,
You
writers.
never used one of them though.
I use them on every production. Thanks.
What's your role?
Sorry.
My role, dust boy.
What does that do?
Are you
What do you
cleaning
do?
or
You
are you
clean?
gathering the dust?
Mostly cleaning up for when they are done.
Who's done?
The production.
You clean
it's,
up for when they're done.
It's,
But it's
no
your
for
production, isn't it?
well,
or
I
are
like
you
to
technically like an actor, like you're a talent?
right. That's how I look
So
at it.
they're making the talent clean up.
Right, and then when they leave after all the cum and everything's
Because it humbles you.
Ow,
Oh shit.
fuck!
I'm sorry.
Hit me so hard, dude. I didn't know you had a tattoo.
I
Is
was
that your way of
just trying
showing
to-
me? And that you're married? He shows me his hand with his tattoo and his ring.
You're very insightful today.
Dude, I wish you had a wedding bracelet.
Oh, that would be
really
amazing.
sweet. And it just says "cum slut."
It's not for the wedding.
It doesn't need
It's just
to-
for me.
It does, but he says it's a wedding gift.
A wedding gimp.
Wait, who does?
You do, bro. This is about you.
Wait, who does? What do you think, man? Stay awake.
Sorry, I'm lost in translation here. This was I didn't know which path we were going on.
Steve smiles away. Love.
I had sleep paralysis on Friday.
How was it? Did you love it?
It was hilarious afterwards.
Was it scary in the
After
moment?
the
yeah.
anxiety faded away after?
Because you can't move.
Well,
right?
I've had it enough
because
that
paralysis.
Lauren and I know. Like, I'll just like yell in my dream.
Uh-huh.
And she'll hear me and wake me up.
Margaret, no.
Margaret, don't touch me there.
Tell me about your sleep paralysis.
So this is what I remember. It's always like you're in your room when you're having it because you're aware that you're in the room, but you're still like in a dream.
Mhm.
And I learned later that what causes it is your brain goes too quickly into REM sleep.
Right.
And so your body is paralyzed.
Now tell us about your sleep
so that-
paralysis.
hold on. I am. So that when you're in REM sleep, it paralyzes your body so that like if you're dreaming and you're running or like swinging or something, you're not gonna like hit somebody that you're sleeping with.
Mhm.
That's why your body shuts down like that. So what
It
happens
knows
is
to do that.
yep,
To
Not
not,
Isn't that
to not
crazy?
hit your,
Not yours.
to not hit
dude.
your bedfellows.
Mhm.
whoever they be.
Crazy.
Steve
So
does not have
what
that.
happens with sleep paralysis is that you come out since you go into the REM so quickly, you come out of it very quickly,
Huh.
but your body's still paralyzed because you're like in a halfway point. So you're still kind of dreaming and seeing like hallucinations or whatever, or you believe that you're in the dream, but you could tell that you're like awake or like in the
Whoa.
yeah. So what happened to me was this is where it began. Like I was kind of sitting up in my bed, like looking at the TV, and this message came up on the TV saying
good
like,
part.
there's this new epidemic virus that's spreading and
Very specific.
it hits you when you fall asleep and you'll die from it. And Lauren was sleeping right next to me. So I like rolled over and like tried to wake her up because I was like, don't die from this virus. And I did that. And this like black figure was behind me. And
Ooh,
like,
the man in the
Yikes.
black man in the hat.
Yikes, you guys.
not in the hat.
Well,
No,
that's what
he was
he's
just a
We
black
called.
use
figure.
different terms.
He didn't have his.
And then this large, and then this
This
huge-
African
and then
American
this huge-
figure.
and then this
This
African
African-American
American guy
figure.
was in the room robbing me.
I think it was Shaq. Tall bastard.
So this tall ass black figure was behind me, just like leaning over the bed,
Oh, so
and I
good.
was aware of that. So I was just instantly like to Lauren, and she like
Wait,
immediately.
sorry. You did what?
I was like, like for her to wake me up.
No, she was asleep, but he was awake, and he's just like, wake up.
And she like, yeah, because I can't open my mouth, but I'm yelling.
Yeah.
you
Otherwise,
still get an
otherwise the black
erection?
figure would put his dick in your mouth.
You spit on me.
Okay.
So she wakes me up, and then it turns out because when I woke up, I was like facing her, But when she woke me up, he's back.
The African American figure.
Figure skater. So when she woke me up, she said I was facing the other direction.
Yeah.
And then we were like looking it up and shit. And so you literally kind of hallucinate your surroundings.
So you were doing that face in the wrong direction to her.
Yeah, 100%.
Yuck.
And so I realized that the black figure was my hallucination of my Winston Churchill poster in my room.
That's pitiful.
Okay.
I
hilarious.
pity you, yeah.
I pity you.
No, I've had
That's
sleep
scary,
paralysis
dude.
before. It's a nightmare.
I've never had sleep paralysis, nor do I want it.
You just said you did.
No. What? Me?
It was me that said that.
In the room. He said he had it.
No. You're
Like,
mistaken.
oh, dude, I've had sleep paralysis.
Mm-mm. I've literally never had it in my life.
Interesting. Let's cut to a clip. Proved it.
Did you mean he said that before the podcast started? Or
Yeah, when we were in the room.
So then
I
how
don't
could
even
you cut to
remember
a clip?
saying that. Yeah. Well, come on, dude. Get with the times. It was a great transition for him to, extend how he believes that I said that before, which I don't remember saying.
No, I have a clip.
And if I lied to you, I'm sorry. Dude.
Well,
Well,
have a
here's,
GoPro.
okay, have you had sleep paralysis?
Not to my recollection, no.
He
So why
forgot
before would
since
you say
he-
that you did?
Right, which is why I don't think that I did. Unless I was just lying.
I'm not on either side. I'm just saying.
Nobody's
What
asking you to
happened,
pick sides,
Why
bro.
would James say that?
Stop
you,
trying to
why would
divide
Ja-
us.
why
We
would
don't
James-
want you to
why
pick
would Ja-
sides.
Why would
It's just
James? Say, why would
conversation.
James say that you did?
Right.
If you didn't
Right.
do that, but why would you say that?
Why
you
is he
didn't
trying to
if-
divide us, dude?
I think, like, above all else, we can trust my memory more than anyone's.
That is true.
You do have great memory.
I'm just trying to think
So
why
you're on
I
James's
said that.
side then.
If I did say that.
So that means
Maybe
you
you
must
thought you did.
must have had sleep paralysis then,
And I've forgotten it suddenly?
just in the moment.
That
yeah.
is
That's actually
possible.
believable.
That's totally that I've now since in there that I did remember it, just completely forgotten that that's ever happened.
So
and
you
and
have
forgot saying it.
You've like
For that matter.
you've left places before and been gone for 15 minutes and then came back having forgotten your keys.
Oh, for absolutely.
15 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like in something that would take 30 seconds to forget your keys. And
well, I
come
get
back
in my
for it.
car and I start
And
driving
you drive
around.
away. You drive home.
I
you
pop
get
it
home
in
and you
neutral and I
realize-
start pushing it towards my home.
Because you think that just in the moment is right.
That's
to
what
you,
you're
like
supposed
how
to
you
do.
drive.
He drove to the Culver City office.
No
one morning,
keys.
Forgot his keys. Yeah, completely.
Had
Had
to
to go
push it
back and
back.
get him.
Yeah. He's not
The
wrong.
car was at the office and he
right. He's not right.
Then there's no answer.
What have you experienced with sleep paralysis?
I think I talked about it before on a podcast, but it was when I lived in Wisconsin. And I had a sleep paralysis moment where it was an African American figure over me. He or she didn't do anything.
Them, they.
They didn't do anything. They were just standing there by the closet. But what was scary was that a short time later, we had that break-in accident in Wisconsin where we came back from the fair and there was someone up in the window, and then the back patio door was open and we went inside, locked everything up, and then our car alarm went off.
Ooh.
So that was
What a
spooky.
coincidence.
So
Coincidence?
I'm
Did
thinking
you
that it
think-
might
did
have
you guys
actually been
think-
someone.
Coincidence?
Could have been.
I
Or
think
could have been a
hot.
coincidence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I
Or-
mean, yeah.
Or it was a ghost both times.
Right.
Yeah, ghost. Would
thief.
they trip a car alarm just because they're sassy or not?
They're
Is that
sexy enough
something?
too.
They're sexy enough too. Yeah.
I think they're definitely more attractive than you
Well, I think
are.
they're definitely more emotional than.
I'm just cracking James up over here. I'm loving you today. And I'm loving your fit, bro.
You saying that I'm less attractive than something you can't see?
That's right. Because your imagination is more powerful than your appearance.
Hey James, look in Kib's left nostril.
Do I got a bogey, dude?
You got a fucking
Bit bummed about that one.
you got a face hugger in your nose, man.
Bro, dude, I didn't know I had fucking bear
You got a
cubs in
chest
the
burster
kid.
in your
You got a
nose, man.
xenomorph
A
up
chest
there, man.
burster?
Yeah,
Well-
that might be a queen.
Well, it's not my fault if it's a xenomorph
Well,
in
it's
my
not my
nose.
first rodeo, James.
That's
Let's
not
do
my
the
first xenomorph.
Speaking
That's
of
not my
first-
first chest buster, bro.
Speaking of first rodeos, we have a new sponsor.
Been snorting around.
Ooh.
Unless we've had Policy Genius before.
We have not.
We haven't.
Then now we do.
You
That was
loser.
Fucking hot, dude.
Loser.
Ever since you
Just
started letting
kidding,
yourself
bro.
go, all your weight's been going to your tits.
If you're a homeowner, you know how tough it is to find the right home insurance coverage. Even if your rates have crept up over the years, the idea of replacing your policy can seem exhausting.
It does.
And it is.
It is.
It's solemnly, yeah.
And it doesn't help that December is one of the busiest months of the year.
It is.
It's definitely busy.
Having to deal with changing your insurance during the holiday season does not sound fun.
Walking around in the snow.
That's why Policy Genius reimagined the entire process so you can get the right coverage at the best price. Here's all you need to do.
Let us know.
First, head to policygenius.com and answer a few quick questions about yourself and your property. Then Policy Genius will compare your policy against options from top insurers to make sure you're getting the right home insurance coverage at the best possible price. They've saved their customers an average of $690 per year doing
Wow.
just that.
That's dope.
What can you buy with $690?
Most things.
So many eggs.
You can buy a lot of eggs, yeah.
You could buy, honestly probably 300 plus
eggs.
dozen.
Yeah.
Or 12 ostrich eggs.
If
300
Policy
a dozen,
Genius
3,600.
finds you, if they find you a better rate than what you're currently paying, they'll do all the work to get you switched.
That's awesome.
Own a car too?
That's
Policy
awesome.
Genius will compare your home and auto policies across different insurers and even mix and match to find you savings. Whether you need home insurance or a new place or just want to reshop your current policy, head to policygenius.com today. You can get started on your smartphone right now. Policy Genius. When it comes to home insurance, it's nice to get it right. Thank you, Policy Genius.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Policy
Hey
Genius.
guys, you move into LA, move into a new town, first apartment maybe, need some home insurance? Here's the time to start and support the show by doing it.
Yeah, and we were just talking about before the podcast changing insurance and how I change insurance and Steve's thinking about changing his insurance.
Using Paul
No,
Stretch.
no. It was the opposite.
You were saying that you wanted to switch insurance, get a cheaper insurance, right?
No.
Come
I
on,
was saying I-
glasses,
I was saying
figure
I
it
already-
out.
I was saying I already did.
Well, roll with it.
Come on, glasses, figure
Well,
it
I'm
out.
not going to lie to them.
Come on, Four Eyes.
Come
if-
on, you fucking freak.
I'm going to
Figure-
take a look and see if they're going to offer me good prices, which they say
Look,
they
man,
will.
And they will.
irregardless, what's next?
I
Can't
guess-
spell ears without regardless.
What? What do you mean?
Try
What
it.
the hell does that mean?
Think about
Can't
it.
spell ear.
Man, for somebody who wears glasses, you're awful stupid.
Well, I just don't understand. I feel like I have.
Fucking Four Eyes over here.
Wow,
It just-
dude,
it didn't
if this
add
was
up.
third
What the-
grade, I'd fucking drown you in the toilet.
Oh, dude, Noogie, Wedgie.
You wouldn't even be able
Big
to fit
time.
my body
Where?
in there.
You wanna
Yeah,
bet?
because you've let yourself
Because
go.
I let my. No,
Well,
I'm
in
not.
third grade,
I'm talking
well,
about
in third grade,
grade.
you were 40% as big as you are now.
In third grade, I was 40% water.
Yeah,
That's
you would
right.
have
60%
You would have
salt.
dissolved in the fucking toilet, man. Especially after I took
like
Sure,
like
sure.
a
salt shit.
fucking bath bomb,
Well,
dude.
it would have been tough.
That's why they called
your
him bath
tears.
bomb.
Yeah.
All the fucking jocks used to take him home,
And
throw him in their
just-
Hey,
bathtub,
bath bomb,
wait for him to
suck my
dissolve, and
fucking
just
dick.
soak,
And then fuck them.
and then fuck the water. And then once it drained out, all the remnants would
The protein.
crumble back together and become Steve again.
That's right.
That's his mutant
Dude,
power.
Steve is just made up of a bunch of fucking high school football players, fucking soaked up fucking protein. Dude, you're like Flubber, but made of only cum. Cummer. Nickname? Cummer.
Super clever, man. That's a bummer, though.
It's a bummer.
Your super nickname's Bummer because you make me bummer.
Your super nickname. What's my super nickname?
Sorry, bro. We've been ripping on you too
Be
much.
honest. Be honest.
Dude,
About-
give
about
him
what?
one. He's
What's
really
my-
excited.
What's
Give
my
him
super
one.
nickname? Come on.
Come on.
You're Cummer. He's Bummer.
Vain. Yeah.
Dude, that's just a song that I made.
Very true, isn't it?
I'll give you a superhero nickname. It's just,
Yeah.
But you really got to look at me dead in the eyes.
And don't fucking laugh. Do you know how rude it is for someone to get be vulnerable and tell you
Stock
something?
photo.
What is it? What was that little smile?
It's just something that I think that
So,
just fits your stock photo.
Do our names correlate with the powers we have?
Yes.
Yeah, you can pull any. You can get the rights for any stock photo.
Well, that's not.
without
I
paying.
can imagine any stock photo
you
in my
can
head.
get the rights for any free use stock photo.
You guys got that all twisted. Stock photo. His power is to be able to jump and teleport from a stock photo to another stock photo using them like
That's
portals.
cooler.
You can use
Unfortunately,
stock
though-
photos like portals.
Unfortunately, though,
Oh.
he doesn't have much power within those stock photos, for they are just on the computer.
But he does have a special
Or
power.
in stores.
Strength.
In store, still, but you're still too deep.
But I can
No, you can't
come
do
out.
anything.
I
No,
can come
you
out
just,
of it.
You're too deep in it.
You can what?
I can come out of them.
You're too
sure
deep.
you can, but you're
you're
in
too
that
deep
moment
in
you're
it.
2D, and that 2D things don't really have
Right.
any power.
But what's going to happen
What?
is, the cops are like, James, there's a perp, there's a robber, there's a murderer, there's a child abductor at this store. We can't get there quick. Can you get there quick? I'll be like, I know exactly what store that is. I know exactly the picture I'll use. And I jump into this one, and I jump into that one, jump out.
Or, oh
as
my
I'm coming
God.
out, land on him, knuckle sandwich with my elbow to the back of his head,
Or
kiss of the dragon, his head blows up.
Version 2 cops call you. Hey, we really need you to pick this guy up. He's here and here. Oh, are there any stock photos of that store? No. There's nothing I can do.
Click. The real reason,
Click.
the real fucking situation is situation 3. James, you're 2D, you're as thin as a piece of paper. You elbow drop that guy, piece of paper, fly off in the wind.
I'm coming out of the picture, so I'm becoming 3D again.
You stay 2D.
No, he doesn't. That's not part of it.
Are you really going to side with him on this?
Sure, because the amount of places that are just going to have stock photos up, then he'd be powerless. If he's 2D when he comes out, then why would he ever go in? He's just going to be 2D. What?
Why would he ever go in?
To spy.
There's your answer.
We knew that.
I thought you guys agreed for a second.
And I think that brings us on to our next topic.
There's our answer. We were agreeing the whole time, and we both knew it.
And it's a dope power.
Except for Kip.
It's a dope power.
What's your power, since you bummer?
I have the power to grow as much chest hair as I want. Watch this.
That's amazing. What do you do with that?
That was baby clean before.
Where do you take that?
I usually take it down south for the winter.
Fuck. And then as cummer, I make...
No, dude, you can turn back into the cum that once made you. And you can just go under doors and...
But then it takes you a lifetime of development in order to get back to...
It takes you 80 years to turn into a fucking human again, dude.
No, it takes him 9 months to become an infant, and then it takes him another 22.
But you got to imagine if I'm using that power, I'd have to revert back to that in a very safe space, like a medical facility. Otherwise, if I'm just doing that on the ground somewhere,
eventually
someone's going to step
dried
on
up,
it. Or like the environment itself.
Or a dog will come
I'm not in a
by and
womb
lick it.
anymore, so how am I going to be... I'd have to...
And what happens if you turned into your previous self, cummer, and you went and slid up inside into a cooter? That's cummer and a cooter, and then you make a baby. Then you're usurping the baby's power.
Unfortunately, I think as soon as I turn into that first stage, I'm not going to be able to have any movement.
Well, then that's stupid.
I'd have to penetrate before.
Well, then that's stupid, dude.
Oh, I agree.
Because we can all penetrate and make cummer.
We all
It's
have
not a superpower, bro.
We all have a bit of cummer.
Yeah.
Why is your nickname Bummer and your power is chest hair?
Because it's kind of a bummer of a fucking power.
These are all bummers, dude. These are all fucking bummers, dude.
Right,
he can morph into stock photos. You can fucking grow chest hair.
Mine has an actual application.
I can turn into cum. That sucks, dude. We're the worst superheroes ever. What's our squad name?
The fucking Faithful 3. All right, let's go.
The Jenga League.
We're going to go on to our first topic. We don't have to do them all now, but we'll just talk about the number one. We're just going to talk about what's going on in trending in the world, bro. The number one.
Wait, what are you doing, dude?
We're talking about
that was the most like
wait, what the
indirect.
What are
like,
you doing?
Transition.
We're going to talk about trends.
We're gonna you're gonna talk about trends.
He said this is what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna just go to the trending, and then here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just take the first top trending, and then here's what we're gonna do with it. We're gonna just talk about it.
Tell us about some trends.
All right. Congress set to ban tobacco sales to anyone under the age of 21, reports say.
Oh, what are your feelings on that?
Wait, set to make it illegal for anyone under 21?
To buy tobacco. How
I
do you feel
thought it already
about
was
that?
21, or is that just California?
I don't know, bro. That's for you to decide and me to figure out.
So figure it out.
For me to decide on my own and like keep it to myself and then you have to figure it out.
What are your feelings on that?
I'm thinking.
Oh, so now I didn't hurt you.
Oh, dude. It's delayed. Fuck, man. I'm going to have a big bruise there. Luckily, my chest hair padded the damage. The fucking brute force you have with your super strength, you fucking freak. Okay. I'll start with mine, and then I want to hear about... No, you're not gummer. You're cummer, dude. If you were a gummer, you'd be gumming on this dick.
Oops.
I think that's great. You know, I think...
What's great?
I think that it's great that the kids can get the tobacco they need.
No, they can't. They can't now.
Well, then that's great, too.
Why is that great?
Because... then I can monopolize the under 21 market. I can buy a bunch of cigarettes and I can walk around with a trench coat, fucking stocked left to right, full of packs of cigarettes. I got menthol. I got tradish. It's a code word for the regular cigs. And then I walk around. Was it the door? Yeah. Pull up your fucking pants.
The wind blowing the door.
And I'm able to offer filthy ciggies to any boy or girl in the world. All the boy and girl in the world. At any time, and you can find me on the streets. You'll just see me wandering around, kind of looking like the Mandalorian, because I wear a Mandalorian mask with a trench coat.
Over the armor or under it?
Over.
Okay.
Wait, why are you getting so obsessed with the armor and all that shit? You just...
He likes
in case
Star
he gets
Wars.
open fired.
Right, which I do frequently.
Why are you getting all concerned with the armor? He likes Star Wars.
Anyways, that's what I think about that one. What do you guys think?
Now I'm kind of invested. Well, this is about you. I want to
It's
hear.
about everybody, man. It's about the world. The world.
I think it's a good thing.
It's trending.
Give me
Yeah,
another.
easily.
Give me another story. What's your take on something else?
Easily,
right.
that's a good thing. You want to know why? Because I'm not under 21, so it doesn't matter.
But also, it's helpful.
Yeah.
It's a great
For
thing.
kids, they're still going to
All
smoke
right.
Chinese
They'll
50
still
Nick.
find a way. But now,
Oh, yeah, they
but now
will.
those good kids who obey the law are not gonna do it
They wouldn't have,
until they're 21.
and they will for sure.
All right, guys. The next one's a big one. And it's super important that we all listen right now. We're not talking
Sure.
just until I've spoken and then you can talk. Harvey Weinstein speaks ahead of trial. And he says, I feel like the forgotten man. Now, let's all let that sink in for a second. Close our eyes. You listening at home, close your eyes and just think, we just hear him.
You driving, listening to this podcast,
I'll
just
do-
close your eyes.
And I'll just do a little impersonation of Harvey Weinstein.
If we close our eyes, he's
saying
gonna
that.
Google to try to figure out
Oh,
who Harvey Weinstein is.
Oh man, are we talking instead of
Sorry.
closing our eyes? So just let this sink in. I'm going to be Harvey Weinstein. We're all closing our eyes. I feel like the forgotten man. Fuck yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
We're just
He
doing a
doesn't
line
know
read.
who, he doesn't know who Harvey Weinstein is.
Oh, Harvey Weinstein, notorious rapper. Sorry,
You agree?
I said I agree. I feel like he's the forgotten man. I forgot all about him until now. What about you?
No.
You don't agree?
Well, I think you could say that about a lot of different topics. I don't think he
Sure.
means like, oh, people forgot about me like that. I think he means like because he was a big deal and he feels like no one's on his side or something, and that he feels forgotten in that sense.
That could be exactly right, and I think that that's exactly right. And he's forgotten, and he should stay. He should stay forgotten. You fucking freak. Okay,
Are you calling him a freak or me?
you for me to decide. Okay,
Yeah, decide.
I've decided to move to the next topic on the trending list before we just get back to regular old conversation,
What are you doing? This
and that would
trending
be.
stuff?
It's Impeachment Eve. It's Impeachment Eve.
Do you know who's getting impeached?
Who do you think, bro? Ex-Vice President Trump.
So he's already no longer the president?
Not yet. It's Impeachment Eve. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, it's not a for sure thing.
But it's Impeachment Eve, nonetheless. 25,400 tweets with the hashtag Impeachment Eve. How are we feeling about that? Breath of fresh air.
Do you think they're going to impeach him?
No.
I've stopped listening to anything political in the
I don't-
last year.
I agree with you, and because I don't give a flying fuck. It doesn't affect my day-to-day, which is rude to say, but that's why I don't care. I hate, obviously, the things he's doing. It's terrible, but sure, I hope he gets impeached. Do I think he will? Probably not. Got real, didn't it? What
I
do you
just
think?
At this point,
I
at this
don't know, I
point, it
haven't
almost
been
makes no
following it.
sense. I haven't been following it either, but at this point, it makes like almost no sense to kind of like follow an impeachment or go through with that because he's almost out of office
How soon until he's out of office?
next
anyways?
year.
Next year.
I mean, the election's
Like I'm
already.
aware that the Democrats are bringing this to the table. I just don't know. I used to go into the in depth into people's opinions on, well, this is why it'll happen. Well, this is why it won't. But I've stayed out of that for sure because there's no point.
Well, just on like the average
It's
person's
like reading
level.
early polio results.
It's like playing with
polling
roly-poly
results.
bugs.
It's like when I have polio.
It's just.
Do you think he will though? Just like off your average man.
I
opinion?
mean, honestly, no. I don't think he'll get impeached. I think
Right.
it'll be some bullshit. But
Which is such a bummer.
if you don't have any hope, then you'll never be disappointed.
That's right. Star Wars: A New Hope, which brings us to our next topic. We've been watching Star Wars.
Are you leading this podcast now?
What
I
did
don't
you
know, but
learn-
it's
what did
fun.
you-
I just
so what did you
started
learn
doing
today?
it.
What did you learn today? You know, going on trending and
I have
seeing
the
what
three
seeing how the
important
world
things going on that you just learned.
I haven't learned about Impeachment Eve.
You haven't learned about it?
I haven't learned about Impeachment Eve. I haven't learned about Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein.
Sorry, I was thinking about Ivy from Batman.
Poison Ivy. That's like when you said Beyond the Prime last week. Beyond the Prime.
I've learned about those two things.
We had a third one. I don't even remember the
And the
one.
third one was well, let's just look at what it was. I'm trying to remember.
Just remember.
All right. The first one was
It's tough, dude. I would have never gotten it.
you
So I'm on
would've.
your side there.
You would've.
Come on, hold on. We talked about
You would've.
Impeachment Eve. We talked about Harvey Weinstein feeling like he's the forgotten man. And
Yeah, you're almost there.
ooh, I've got it.
So can we just use this as evidence to say that I was right and Kip did say he had sleep paralysis because he
I
forgot
don't-
what he
I
fucking
can't
read
fully
agree with
3 minutes ago?
But he literally just went like this.
But he was just doing that.
I know.
And he doesn't even realize.
Oh, I remember. About me having all those cigarettes. About the proposed 21 and older cigarette ban. Tobacco ban.
Cigarette ban.
Tobacco ban.
Anyone over 21 banned from cigarettes.
Yeah. So those are the things I haven't learned about. And I love jumping on trending and talking about things I don't know about. And I love that you have to sit here and listen to us talk
They don't
about
have to, and they
things
won't.
that
No,
we
they-
don't
they have to.
know about. And you know, if
You
it
just
wasn't,
fucking let one, dude.
if you didn't
No,
laugh
man.
those 3 topics that we just
Why
discussed,
are you trying to make people laugh, dude? That's disgusting.
I'm serious. Star Wars real quick, and if you're bored of it, eating ass. Oh, come on. They can't even hear that, dude.
I know. It's just come on. Can you just
I thought
say
that
what,
was
say what you're
real.
gonna say?
Well, I
about-
just want to talk about Star Wars
I know.
because I just watched The Last Jedi and I watched
No, you're not
And-
farting.
and what?
Dude.
yeah, I was farting. I watched The Last Jedi and Solo, and I watched Solo first.
Arguably the 2 greatest Star Wars movies.
I thought Solo was fucking awesome for what it was, and I went into the Last Jedi thinking that it was going to be really shitty, and I really enjoyed it too. So,
It's not that good.
so we talked a little bit about.
Whoa, dude, you drinking too much coffee,
Dude,
man.
what sponsor wants to fucking sponsor the Fart Cast?
Dude, hey, this is Beyond Fine. Welcome back to our landmark episode.
Gross, dude.
That actually is like the definition of us. Though.
it is, yes, and I don't resonate
Guys,
with that at all.
I got cast in Jersey Shore.
That's fucking huge for
Yeah,
me.
back in 2009.
Wow. Who are you?
I'm
Snooki. You would be.
no, I'm the girl with the big dick.
Who
The
are
big
we?
tits.
Yeah, that's a great little segment.
Who are we from Jersey Shore?
Yeah, yeah.
Who are you?
I'm probably Mikey or Vinny.
Who's the guy that the big guy that like beats his girlfriend?
Well, that's
Ronnie.
Ronnie. I just be anyone that beats their girlfriend.
Yeah. You can just be
For no reason.
You can just be.
Just for no.
Actually, sorry, that one slipped out of
just
me.
for-
I hate that as
Hold
much
on.
as the
I
audience.
gotta shake that
does.
one out.
Well,
I didn't
Who
make
would you
any
be?
noises for that.
I was like, come on, man, this is called
Huh?
setting
Did
you
you
up.
just ask me what I would be?
who would you
I
be
just
from the
said,
Jersey Shore?
He's
dude?
Ronnie.
Yeah, but I don't
Look,
think
he's
you
built
are.
like Ronnie.
Yeah, he is.
Thanks.
5'5", 300 pounds.
And James, who would you be?
That'd be the producer,
Didn't
the
they
one
try
making
to
all the
do-
real money.
Wow.
Oh my God!
Smart.
Didn't they try to bring the Jersey Shore back? Or
They
didn't
did.
They?
Family
They did.
Vacation.
I
When was
watched
that?
3
all
seasons.
of it.
Was that a week or like a year ago?
There's 3 seasons.
I don't know.
And
I
they're
never really
entertaining.
watched a full
Thanks,
season.
honey.
I just
Love
have
it.
seen
I've
clips.
seen all of Family
So
Vacation.
good, right?
I love it.
Yeah, so fun.
That's
Is
the
it
only
still
reality
good?
show I give a shit about.
Isn't
At this point, if you didn't watch it originally, you probably wouldn't give a shit. But
probably not. But who's oh wait, Snooki. So there's Snooki. There's
Vinny,
who are
Mikey,
the other girls?
Pauly.
Who are the girls? Who's the one
Jay,
that's
JJ,
pregnant one?
Wow.
they're all
Snooki.
pregnant at different points.
Seriously, that's great for them.
Snooki, JJ, and who's that girl?
JJ, Snooki, JJ, Abraham,
Oh, is it Jay Wow? Is that her name?
JWoww,
JWoww.
JWoww,
You already said it. So you
and
subconsciously heard it
Angelina.
already. Angelina, yeah, dude, she
The
fucking, dude, she bounced first season and then came back
Dude.
for a quick cameo, and she's all fucking just face morphed.
Good. Hey, oh goodness gracious!
She comes
She's a
back
fucking face
like
of
a
clay.
gabagool.
She's a fucking face of clay walking too close to an oven, man.
Did
She's
she get
melting.
too much surgery?
This is,
Oh, yeah.
this is fucking
And not
Angelina.
good surgery.
I'm coming back to do Jersey Shore.
And you guys can't hate me now.
That's so crazy.
do
You can
all-
do that with your nose.
to do all my Jersey Shore. And that's what she sounds like.
I wish I got that reference, man.
Hey,
big
do your
comment.
best impression of any character right now that you think is like your best.
Okay. Well, I gotta drop him off. How am I gonna? Wait, hold on, guys.
It's not getting better, dude.
Just hold on. It'll get better.
He's got to get himself in the physicality of it.
I know who it is, and I just hate your face trying to do that.
Okay. I'm gonna try.
Dude, you're like De Niro's autistic son.
I'm gonna try. How am I supposed to get up there if I
De
can't?
Niro's son who's
Give me a
got...
chance,
Um,
man. You're talking,
listen,
Jordan.
listen.
I
Yeah,
can't
listen,
hear
come
my
on.
own voice.
Nor
Come on.
can we.
Do you have your earpiece in?
I gotta pick him up. We're going up there.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Yeah, we're supposed to pick him. We're just trying to do.
So who is this?
I'm supposed to be
Princess Leia?
I'm supposed to go up there.
It's pretty good, dude. It can end now, but it's really good.
I gotta get back up.
Yeah, you gotta get
That was
back
great.
up.
I gotta get it up.
Mm-hmm.
That's like De Niro from fucking Meet the Fockers. Oh, he's cracking.
What's wrong with my arm?
He's cracking his little
Dude,
wrist.
no.
Oh my God, did
I just break it?
Professor Lockhart just do that spell on your arm so you have no bones in your
Professor Lockhart.
arm? That's a deep cut, baby.
Ooh, the Irishman. Finally, we have a good topic instead of your trending bullshit.
I'm sorry,
Because we all watched it now, because Kib actually watched it. I was very surprised. Also, Kib watched a movie that James didn't watch yet, that I'm surprised James didn't watch because
Solo.
of how amazing... What? No.
James hasn't seen Solo.
No, Marriage Story.
Marriage Story,
I just
dude.
haven't seen it yet.
Christ, dude.
He also hasn't seen Solo, and he likes Star Wars more than he likes fucking
Yeah, but
Marriage Story.
no one needs to see Solo. It's
great.
No, it's not
Also,
important.
It's great.
Restarted watching The Expanse with Lauren now.
Yay, what episode?
4?
Season 4 just came out, and it's like a
I bet.
movie,
Dude,
baby. It's so good.
such. I've now watched like the first 4 episodes twice, and so I'm like more into the story because I like saw things I missed and shit, and like that is almost not textbook, but very good job of universe building in a show.
How does Lauren like it?
She loves it.
Great. She's a fan of
She
sci-fi.
loves sci-fi, dude.
Wow. Kind of a poser.
more than
Kind
she
of a
loves
poser.
me.
She's a girl, though.
Big time.
Kind of
Big time,
poser.
yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. Is that what you're
So
thinking, too?
The Irishman,
Oh,
fucking great.
here's the thing about The Irishman.
Fucking great.
It is the definition of a movie that a fantastic filmmaker should make later in their career. It is the definition of it. It's brilliant. It's shown all of the growth that he's gone through as a filmmaker, put into a story that he's known for, gangster stories. So he's coming back to that, coming back to his roots, and perfected it. I think it's amazing. It's so much more realistic and raw than like Goodfellas because it doesn't glamorize that life as much as Goodfellas did.
Yeah.
And I think
We were talking about that,
Pesci shows just how easy it is to act. Because he took a break
Well,
for how
him-
many years?
For him.
Well, I mean, you take a break that long from anything, you shouldn't just be able to come back to it. And maybe he
He's-
got some practice beforehand, is what I'm thinking. Like maybe
and also look at like the
took some
role, like
classes.
that performance, that character versus Tommy, whatever in Goodfellas. Such different characters. You talking to me?
You telling me?
You talking to me?
Don't spider me.
You talking to me?
Don't spider finger me.
Dude,
Joe Pesci in Goodfellas, he's like a fucking hothead little rocket, like
Yeah.
hyper angry rage
Hey, you gotta go.
guy.
Hey, you
But
wanna
then
come over here?
his character in Irishman is the complete opposite.
Who does he play in The Irishman?
Calm,
for that?
reserved. He's the old guy in power, like one of the
Yeah, he was
captains.
great. He was
Calm,
fucking
reserved,
great.
smart, well spoken.
A little bit ignorant.
patient.
No, he was the only one that wasn't.
He was the
They
best.
wouldn't do that to me.
That's Al Pacino, dude.
Well, I thought that you were
Jimmy
referring
Hoff.
to him, the old
That's
guy.
a decent Al Pacino impression.
Thanks.
They wouldn't do it.
Dude, that movie was so good. It was
So good.
great. It was very sad how he had to kill him. Spoiler.
Oh, dude, yeah. Here's the thing.
Spoiler alert.
There's probably spoilers ahead, right? Unless we're not.
You're not
talk about
gonna.
it that
Hey,
much.
if you haven't seen
unless-
it, you're not gonna watch a 3.5-hour movie.
Sure, unless you don't know already, like who Jimmy Hoffa is, or the fact that he's disappeared. And
Yeah, I did not know Jimmy Hoffa's story before I watched. This
Really?
Me
movie.
neither.
No, I didn't give
Yeah.
a shit.
Didn't give a shit. Couldn't
I
give a
felt,
shit.
Now
I feel
I
like
do.
that was like a known thing, at
No,
least
no.
somewhat. Maybe
So
like
did
the
they.
generation
No,
before.
I guarantee you that scene where they're talking about, do you know Jimmy Hoffa, and the nurse is like, no, that's most people.
Mhm.
That's probably most
Dude,
people.
that was so good. Like the end and how he's just there in the room,
Just
Shop
decrepit, and
very
she,
sad,
she's
very
talking to him.
realistic.
Yeah.
How like you live your whole life and you go through so much and you experience so much, and then at the end of the day,
But
when
do you
he
think his
became-
character even cared, or do you think he was just a shell?
No, he didn't really care that
No,
much.
I think that
I think he knew he was supposed to care and he wanted to care. That's why he was like,
Yeah.
some of his
So is he a
prayers were
little
kind of like,
sociopath?
he's kind of like,
no, I
it's
just think that
pointless.
he was. I don't think he was a sociopath because he did care about things. I think that he was
He's just
just
brought up.
way.
and
no,
he believed
just-
what he did was like
Well,
somewhat
I mean,
just.
You've seen Sopranos,
Sure, yeah.
so you know, like in that culture, being a man is very different than like maybe other cultures. Like you're not supposed to show feelings, you're not supposed to talk about emotions, you're not supposed to feel things like that. You're supposed to hold your shit together and like head your family. And like that's why having Tony Soprano go to a therapist as like the whole theme of the show is amazing because it's something you've never seen before. So like that idea of like that generation, like 50s, 60s, 70s Italian American men, like you don't feel emotion, you don't show emotion, you do what has to be done. Like that's like the definition of that. You do what has to be done. You know what I mean? And like it is what it is. That's like
I loved his performance. What like as an old man, how he would kind of like stutter over his
it
words
would
and
go
like
back to him in the
repeat shit.
wheelchair there. Yeah.
So good.
And also like the storytelling and how it was all like the present day was you get a good one.
Got to get a good one.
The present day is him there in the old person's home doing like the fake interview thing. It's not really an interview, but it's like supposed to be like him
I think
retelling.
he's just talking to us, right?
Yeah.
Have you noticed that I saw people complaining about this one scene in The Irishman where he finds out someone hurt his daughter, so he goes to beat them up through the window. That it looked like they could tell the age of him pretty well. Like it was
he didn't look like
because it
young
looked
enough.
wonky.
Yeah.
When he's beating the shit out of that guy, like it took people out of the moment. They were like, why did they leave that in? Have you noticed that Scorsese does those kind of weird, bad, like poorly, it's just not well done violence in certain parts? Like, remember that scene in The Departed where the guy falls, Martin Sheen, is it Martin Sheen? He falls from the top of the building, and there's just this weird, like, it's like he's in slow motion falling, kind of. It's like not like a
because
realistic
that's the
fall.
shot of him falling in slow-mo.
Not that one.
And then it cuts to Leo on the street, and then...
But no. Even the is still, like, if you see the body, it's like...
It's because they're falling at a much lower height with the green screen. And
No.
I actually disagree with your opinion on that. I think that he does violence, like, amazingly.
I'm saying he does like the stuff where...
If anything, it's more, like, realistic.
But I'm saying, like, there's, like, a moment in each of his movies where there's, like, a specific bad take on violence. Like, not bad take, but, like, a bad showing of violence. Like the fall where it cuts to him and he falls on the ground his body's still falling way too slow, and the blood that just comes up it doesn't make sense. But
watch it again.
You watch it again.
I think that you're imagining that because
it takes me out of the moment because of how unrealistic it feels in those unrealistic moments that there's like one in each of his movies where like the beating up the scene. I wasn't sure if he did that stuff on purpose.
Right, and I think you could do it better.
Left it in.
But the only reason I think that he does that is because he has a very specific style of doing things that you shouldn't really do on purpose because he knows the rules and he knows to break them. So a guy like that isn't going to make that scene and look at that and be like, well, De Niro looks pretty off. Like you can really tell his age. There's I don't know. I just I think he does that on purpose.
That was
for some reason
one of the main like hurdles with this movie, where the three main actors are a lot older. They're all in their 70s. So making them play younger characters, it was like for them as actors, and also like the coaches like on set and stuff, like they had to like go over.
But look how far away he is in the scene. They didn't have to actually use De Niro. They didn't have to use an older version of him. They could have used a double.
But he also has very specific like body language and shit too. That
I mean, it's a wide dude. He's far away. Like no one's gonna notice. The only thing they could notice is that he's looking old when he's doing that.
Yeah, he did move like a decrepit old man.
I don't know because it had to be more expensive to do that wide and then superimpose his face on that.
Oh, they superimposed it to make him look younger?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I mean, it's from far away, but I'm sure if you zoomed in, you'll still see the stuff. But like they could have done that with anything.
Yeah, I thought there were moments where it was just like makeup or prosthetics or whatever to make him look younger, and it just looked a little off. That was something I did notice.
No, I think they're making great strides in that though. It's still there's the tiniest bit of uncanny valley with it for sure. But I think it's great progress. Like you saw it in Rogue One with Leia.
Yeah, I just watched Rogue One again, and I was like specifically looking at that scene, and the thing that I think they nailed was texture, but they didn't nail motion.
Who was the actor they were trying to bring back only in CGI? He's dead now.
Oh, Grand Moff Tarkin.
Who?
Grand Moff Tarkin. In Rogue One, he's full CGI.
No. I'm not. It's not Star Wars. They were trying to make a new movie. They might still be, where one of the characters is pulled from the past, like a very famous actor from the past, but they were just going to CGI him and use like audio things for him.
I don't know.
And they got a huge backlash.
Probably some like president or something.
No. It was
Obama.
an actor.
Oh,
it was an actor.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Like playing themselves or playing a character.
I don't know if they're playing themselves.
That would have been like
probably,
a fucking
probably
tough
a character.
thing to do. Like bring back an actor and have them play a character, because you'd have to like nail.
Everyone just thought it was going to be too disrespectful.
Guys, they had Tupac as a hologram, and that was dope.
Was it dope? I never saw it.
It was dope. Yeah.
Was it actually dope? Did you see it?
It was dope. It's on YouTube.
Why are you talking like that, man?
That's how I was dope.
What? Oh, you don't want to talk now?
It was kind of disrespectful.
What is?
Talking how I talk.
You talking
You're
how
talking,
you talk
yeah.
is
You talking
disrespectful?
how you're talking right now is disrespectful.
You talking that I'm talking how I'm talking is disrespectful.
Me talking about how you're talking about me talking about.
I'm
is
just talking. I'm saying that was dope.
the
You wanna pull up
Tupac
the video?
Tupac hologram.
Throw that video up on the screen.
I understand what the video is. I'm talking about the way you're
Haven't
talking.
seen it. Nobody's
That's-
gonna see it.
Everyone's already seen it besides me, I guess.
James, you agree with me? Throw that up on the screen.
Yeah,
Slap that ass. Back it up.
I'll throw it back.
So I'm saying,
Are you doing it too? Man,
doing what?
we have a new sponsor.
Boy.
This is bad. This is real bad.
Doing what?
Well, you know what you're doing.
I don't
You know what you're doing, and it's disrespectful. I hate it. I hate this.
I feel disrespected.
By me for questioning that you're talking
Certainly
like this for the first time in
certainly
your
wasn't
life.
let by
After talking
James.
about a Tupac hologram, there couldn't be a bigger
Oh,
coincidence than this is
please.
disgusting.
This
You
is-
should feel disgusting.
You are disgusting me right now,
You're just repeating what I'm saying.
and you're repeating what I'm saying.
Question mark?
Peace, brother.
All right.
Hey. So have
Thank
you seen
you.
it?
I
So have
guess
you
we can
seen it
move
or
past.
not?
Huh?
Have you seen it or not?
The Tupac thing? No.
It was dope.
Come on.
It was dope. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're freaking me out.
I don't know why you get so caught up in how I speak, like you want to make out with me or something.
Now you're talking different.
Hey.
So you guys are working on a song, I hear?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was going to talk about the Streamys thing.
We'll talk about Streamys after, but Steve and I made a fucking song, boy.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Should I play the little SoundCloud
Yeah,
thing?
give it a little
We'll do
fucking, just a little piece of
Just
it.
play a little 8-bit version.
And we've got some things going on in our lives, but we came together and made a song, and we likely will put it out as a project name, like a separate artist name when we're
It's a fun little thing.
allowed to do more with that. But
I'll just skip to... There we go, guys. You can hear that. Can you guys hear this? Yeah.
quite
How
a
do you
sound
like that?
bite. Play the chorus.
Okay, let me find it. Oh, God. Okay, here we go, guys. There you go.
Didn't play the actual chorus part. except
No,
for the
yeah,
end of the
you guys probably won't like it.
little sound bite.
but
You probably won't like it.
it's just a little sound bite.
I'm surprised you guys cut out all my triangle.
No, we
Because
left
it was
in.
racist.
It was mixed. It was mixed way down, like towards the back, so you can. But it's echoed, so you're if you know it's there, then that's all you're gonna hear.
Right. If you think it's there, then you're good.
I'm glad.
Yeah. I mean, you.
I'm glad I
I know
think
how
it's
much time
there.
you spent training with the triangle.
Ever since
For some
Sugar
reason.
Spine 7 ended.
Right. God, I miss them.
Sugar Spine?
Sugar Spine 7.
Remember when we weren't even. Did we get invited to the Streamys?
No.
No.
Fuck no, dude.
I don't know.
Did we-
You
Dude,
would've
they
probably
made
gotten the
I don't
email.
know.
You would have probably gotten we got nominated.
Dude, should I check and see if we got invited?
Do it. That's really funny. But there's a good chance that when we
Probably not.
made a spectacle about being canceled, and there were articles made about how we ceased the channel and the show, that the Streamys.
There were articles made.
Yes, there were
What?
articles made.
Dude, my
Where?
favorite thing
Several articles
on
yeah.
like a podcast that we put out recently, and there's always going to be one comment that's like, "What happened to this channel?"
Man, I'm thinking about unsubbing if they keep doing this podcast. 120 episodes in, bro. Did you think we were gonna stop at 90?
Yeah.
Right, James?
That's his response. Yeah, I couldn't
you
do it
guys-
like deep like you could.
If you don't like the podcast,
Hey, relax.
No,
No,
we
getting
weren't
so
invited.
confrontational.
if you don't like the podcast, you don't have to listen to it, and you don't have to be here at all. And if you do, what's up?
Man, that was sucked.
Hey, well, I was trying.
That sucked so bad.
I didn't think it sucked that bad.
It was pretty bad, like because you didn't. It felt like you didn't know where you were gonna go with that, and you were trying to.
I thought it was
He
dope.
was reaching a little bit.
I wasn't reaching. It was right in front of me, and I grabbed it. Like a pomegranate on a tree.
You know who won the big Streamy? The creator
Show of
was
the
it
Year?
Creator of the Year? I think it's
Sh-
Creator of the Year. Right?
Creator of the year, yeah.
Tana Mojo.
Creating what? You know?
I don't know. I've never seen one of her videos, so I don't know if it's
Neither have
worthwhile.
I.
Is she influential? Is she that
She's
influential?
very influential because she got
But
like
is she more
she
influential
started dating
than Mr. Beast?
No. She started dating Jake Paul, and then they blew up and made a fake marriage thing.
Dude, that Mr. Beast guy, he made trees.
He did invent
He
trees.
invented that.
Yeah, and Mr. Beast is like giving people tons of money like David Dobrik has. Like
He gave David Dobrik a ton of money.
that's right.
That's how he started.
Holy shit,
So
dude.
David started, yeah.
Small
A
inheritance
Mr.
from his
Beast
father.
a Mr. Beast sponsorship. Mr. Beast, if you're watching this,
Mr. Bees.
throw.
Dude, Mr. Beast.
Steve was talking about Mr. Bees the whole time. We should make a channel called Mr. Bees.
What's our gimmick though? We can't give people money. We
Bees,
don't have any
idiot.
money.
Bees.
Yeah, we go around and
We're
we
gonna
collect one of every
If this
bee.
person wins our challenge, they get 10,000 bees.
Okay, Chifu, if you get 26 times you kills, you get a
24-hour bees challenge. We see if these bees can survive underwater. Just like terrible experiments with bees.
Each bee.
We're gonna scare each bee differently, whichever the one is the worst.
Holy fuck. Mr. Bees. I'm going to make that channel tonight. Wow.
Okay, we put a bunch of bees in milk to make bee cereal, and we're gonna see if we can swim in it for 24 hours. And
We're gonna see if we can sell it.
Okay, this is my friend Todd, and he's going to drink some chocolate milk with bees in it.
And if he can, he's gonna be in the next episode.
That's
He's
right.
gonna be featured. He's gonna be featured.
That was
with the bees.
Too far, bro. Too far.
So we actually are starting a channel. It's called Mr. Bees, and we're
Yeah.
gonna focus on like
Bee life.
bee calendars, like photo shoots for bees calendars.
We're going to use the vehicle of a bee.
calendars for the bees.
Right.
We're gonna use the bees as vehicles.
We're gonna fly them across the country, and we're gonna raise money the whole way.
We're going to tie 10,000 bees.
Don't keep your phone on your lap anymore.
We're going to tie 10,000 bees to fishing wire and try to fly it over the fucking Great Wall of China.
And here's the shtick though. If we do it, Hong Kong's liberated, and if we can't do it,
Hong Kong attacks.
the Western world is done.
Tiananmen Square.
Oh, man.
The Great Bee of China is actually one of their
miss
myths.
Vienna.
And Miss Vienna, Austria. I miss Vienna this time of year. Remember we used to live in Vienna?
Remember when I had that dream about Vienna I didn't tell you guys about? Oh, it was
No.
great. It was great.
No, we love bees.
That was my sleep paralysis.
Being in Vienna. Bees in Vienna.
Oh yeah, Tana Mojo.
Tana Mojo won my bee in Vienna in my sleep paralysis.
Tana
dream.
Mojo won for
And
her
that's
new
called
channel.
Full Circle. That's
Mr.
perfect story
Bees.
structure.
Who's the most influential? You know what? I think the most
David
influential
Dobrik.
creator
Probably
is
David Dobrik.
the lock-picking lawyer.
Nope, that's stupid.
It's
Or
not
the
stupid,
guy who-
man. It's
the
not
guy-
stupid.
The guy who
It's
like
so stupid, bro.
picks the locks.
Yep.
Have you ever seen the guy who like buys old army rations and then
No,
opens
who
them?
gives a shit?
Who
No,
gives
that
a
guy.
fucking shit?
That guy's
Lock-picking
donated
lawyer-
trillions.
This guy's using bees to pick locks.
Who's using what? No. I'm saying the lock-picking
Pick
lawyer.
a fucking
He's
booger
the most
and flick it
influential.
this way.
No, I wiped it on. I wasn't even picking. I was picking the grease off of my
Well,
lip.
then why did you say no? I wiped it and then you changed your story.
Well, I would have.
No, I wiped it. No, I was picking the fucking.
because I was going
booger.
along with it.
All right.
Anyway, lock-picking lawyer is my vote for biggest creator of the year. He's the most influential to me.
It's a good thing
I
that
haven't
your
bought any
vote
locks or
doesn't
tried to pick
matter.
any locks, but I like watching him do it.
My favorite YouTube channel is The Kill Count.
Great channel.
I love
Although sometimes I just want to watch the kills, and I'm tired of this dumbass talking.
He's talking about right now.
Don't talk about him.
He's talking about right now. He's
I
tired of
think
this
he's
dumbass
great.
talking.
I think he's great. He's a little too white, but
Yeah.
I
Dude,
think
I love that about him.
Dude, he's
I-
Whitey White from that fucking movie with Whitey.
No, he's never seen the channel. But it's just, sometimes I want to actually go and see a compilation, just a compilation.
Well, that defeats the purpose.
Well, his
That's
purpose,
defeating
it's
the
basically,
purpose.
it's basically a movie review with a kill count.
Why do you?
But he's not that great of a movie reviewer, so it's like it's unnecessary. I feel like I'm just talking shit at this point.
You're
This is
talking
my
shit,
humble opinion.
bro.
You love the guy.
Not
I'm
so
fine with
humble
him.
at all.
I think sometimes I will watch his videos.
James Janice, I'm sorry about him.
Yeah, seriously, dude. Your kills are awesome.
And I know he's watching.
He's
right
not
now.
killing anybody. He's watching
Well,
movies.
then he should.
What were you saying?
I'm saying that you're finished. You're canceled.
You're fucking canceled, pervert.
Sure, yeah, okay. So yours is mine's
Hashtag cancel
mine's
Steve.
lock-picking lawyer.
Let's get it trending with
Fuck.
50 tweets.
Let's okay. So lock-picking lawyer, the kill count.
Dead
what's
meat.
You're dead meat, right?
I don't really watch YouTube anymore. I randomly watch things.
So if you had to pick a creator of the year, one that
Probably
really
my favorite
one that
Pokemon
speaks-
creator.
One
I
that speaks
don't
to you.
have the
One that
inf-
speaks to you.
Speaks to me?
Yeah. Oh, so you're not getting hurt now.
Oh, fuck, bro. That's
Too
pissing me.
delayed. That's
Look at
not
that
real.
bruise, dude.
That's hair.
So what? It's
So
all
you're
the
pi-
same
so
in
you're-
Vienna.
So your creator of the year. Your creator of the year. Who
I
is it?
honestly would have to say that numbers wise and influence
No, not numbers. No, for you.
I don't watch anybody.
Your
anymore.
creator of the year.
I am?
Someone that just pick someone.
Fuck, dude. That's like that's a level of like like emptiness in his head that
You were gonna
he's able to
compliment
do
me,
that.
and then you didn't,
That is a compliment.
and you took it away from me.
So someone that really speaks to you.
Nobody does. I don't watch.
There's
YouTube,
got to
bro.
be someone you've never seen a YouTube video that you really. Who's your favorite creator?
I don't watch.
Who's
like,
your favorite
creators,
creator?
dude?
Who's your favorite creator ever?
Yeah, you do, or you did.
Tabascus. Alrighty then.
That's SpongeBob.
That's Ace Ventura, Sponge Detective.
He finds all the sponges.
Dude, I
Tobuscus
don't-
is your favorite. A lot of these people probably don't even know who Tobuscus is.
No way.
Tobuscus?
Everybody knows who Tabascus is.
I don't.
Dude. What does he say?
You didn't know who PewDiePie was, and you still probably
Remember
don't.
when Tabascus got caught up in all that shit? All that
Yeah,
shit,
yeah, yeah.
All that shit he
Yeah.
was doing. Poor guy.
Poor guy.
I'm kidding.
Who's that
Fuck
fucking?
him.
Who's that guy? What's his fucking name? He's everywhere on YouTube now.
Donnie Ronnie.
That's the guy. No, the guy who's like a fucking freak. He's like,
Onision.
yes,
Oh yeah, dude.
Why are you so excited about this?
because
He
I watched
just
videos.
remembered Onision rhymes with onion.
I just watched like videos talking about
I've seen them too.
everything that
It's
he's
crazy.
done.
He's a freak.
That's unreal.
Well,
That's
he's-
so entertaining to watch
that could be
somebody.
you.
It's
that could be
because
me.
he's faking it though too. He knows that I think he knows that he isn't gonna legally get caught. He's already like handled that shit.
But it seems
because
like there's proof. There's nudes that
He's
have been
ma-
sent and stuff.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. He's a fucking freak and a fucking dead man to me. He's dead to me.
I don't think
Um,
anything's gonna happen.
No, I don't think anything's gonna.
But
But
that's
he
just
knows that if he
crazy.
right now there's all this negative shit that if he just acts like a fucking freak psychopath and has a meltdown, that he'll get millions of views, and that's just all money, dude. You know, just like Sugar
But
7
there's
was.
definitely like, you shit yourself.
No, he didn't shit himself. Well, maybe, but that's not what he
That's
said.
besides the
say?
point, dude. That's aside my point.
Okay.
Aside,
But that guy, like,
who scratched the
Is
fucking wall?
that?
Did you? One of you guys scratch the wall? when you were
Nobody
moving?
scratched the wall.
You
dude.
yeah, I did.
No,
Did
that's
you?
been there for
Yeah. Did you
months,
actually?
dude.
With my replica Wolverine
No, did one
claws.
of you guys
It's been there
scratch
for
the
I
months.
wall?
swear
or
to
not?
God.
It's been there for months.
I
You wanna
bro.
believe
see him?
I believe you.
He's got a wolf.
you wanna
Sorry,
see
I'm
him?
sorry. What were you saying?
Do you
Anyways.
want to see them?
Onion. Onion. What's his name? Onion.
No, nothing about it other than the fact that holy shit.
Yeah. Oh, he's a
You
fucking.
just you like that he's a creep?
Dude, that guy's got major big dick energy.
Yeah, I bet he's got a big schlong for sure.
Major big dick energy. That guy's commanding.
That guy's commando.
Charisma.
Yeah.
That guy's commando all the time.
You know,
No, you're
did you
thinking
read
of
that
the-
whole timeline of all of the events?
No.
Pretty interesting. He
I wouldn't read
He
anything. It has to
rarely
be read to
goes.
me.
There's like a very short period of time where he's not in relationship.
Yeah.
It seems
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
Well, there was
And
like
they're
this
with
thing.
kids.
There
They're
was,
all
yes.
kids, man.
there was this thing where
Where he grooms them.
he had a girl.
Not all of them.
So some of it was he had a
Well, maybe
girlfriend.
he did one, you did
Is
them
it-
all.
Do you want to know about it or not?
Well, I'm not trying to defend him. I don't remember if that's true or not.
Yucky burp.
What up, dog?
Don't pass it to me.
What
dude.
up, dog?
Steve?
What up, Doc? I'm wearing socks. Let's do this thing. Okay,
Take
so
your socks off first.
he had a fucking a girlfriend, and she was threatening to leave him, and he like locked her in his fucking house and
Trunk.
was like threatening her and shit.
I don't think
And
that happened.
it is,
He locked her in his house.
or she locked herself in there because he was
No,
gonna kill
no,
her.
I think no.
She locked himself. She locked herself in the house because she was gonna kill.
I think you're thinking of the one where he's accused of, which isn't really like, this isn't an illegal thing, where he would lock himself in his office to masturbate to hentai all day.
Not at all what I was referring to. Different subject.
Because I don't remember reading your thing.
No, there's like his girlfriend like talked about it and stuff too. Like she
Well,
went
read it
went
all.
missing,
I've
and her
seen it
friends
all.
and family were trying to get in contact with her, and she was like locked in the fucking house or something.
I don't think she was ever locked in the house. I
I know
think
what
he
you're talking
was.
about.
You know what
I
I'm
know
I
what
think
you're
he was
talking
like
about. No, it's real.
gaslight. I think he was gaslighting her and just emotionally manipulating her. I don't think she was locked
like
in the
that.
house.
No,
Either way.
she was like
freak.
15 or
I could be
16,
wrong though.
and like became
Different
friends
girl.
with them
Different
online.
girl. Yeah,
Oh.
friends with him and his girlfriend,
Yeah,
who I'm
and
talking
then-
about, was locked in there. The
Oh.
girl was like getting close with them, and he was like being touchy and inappropriate now and again. And then she once expressed how she was uncomfortable with it, and he was like, "Whoa, motherfucker, this could ruin me. You fucking get away from me."
And then she had done that.
Dude, we have
locked
no
herself.
business trying to iterate any.
Doesn't
fucking
matter. We're not
serious
here to get to the
information.
bottom of it.
Yes, I am.
I know all the information, dude. I've read everything.
Clearly, don't know about the girl who got locked or locked herself.
I don't
in.
think anyone got locked.
Well, then you
Yeah,
don't know all the
they made a
information.
movie about it.
Yeah, it's called The Happening.
127.
It's called Quarantine.
Yeah.
The monsters of representation.
I love quarantine. Anyways, Onision's a fucking dumbass, bitch ass, fuck ass freak, and I'd beat his ass, titty ass up. I would love for him to just be right here and then just beat the
You wouldn't do a
shit.
damn thing.
Oh,
you wouldn't do a damn thing,
I
dude. You would
did
not
MMA
touch
for
him. I
years.
would not let you touch
I
him.
even did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
All right, pretend Steve is him, and it won't be
Don't
hard.
pretend
Steve
pretend
is
James
him.
is him. Pretend,
Pretend
us both
Steve
are him.
is. Yeah, use each of your eyes to separate them and look at each of us at the same time.
Pretend I'm him. You do that good. You do.
I've disabled him. He's disabled.
That's what's his shtick now? Is he
Oh,
throws up?
I don't know.
He
Onision
prevents
throws up.
Dude, you guys are so uneducated on this topic. It
I'm not a
actually-
fan of
it's like
Onision.
It's like you've only just heard his name, and it's like you're acting like you know a whole bunch of shit about it, but
watched-
you know nothing.
I watched all his
I've
freak
read
out
the
videos.
timeline.
What you
I
said
know
about me
the
was true.
facts.
Steve, you don't know shit apart from dick,
And you know Dick.
and you know dick,
That's high praise.
and have no dick.
I have.
Teeny weeny.
Can you please
Sing the teeny
actually
weeny
do
song.
not say that?
Steve's got a teeny weeny, and he's dead.
It's the. I'm not dead, and it's an appropriate size.
Well,
and
you smell dead.
I took
Zinger!
a shower yesterday because Alyssa was here.
Sorry, I picked up an accent in Vienna. Come on, dead boy, say
I'm
something.
not dead. And the next thing, our next big topic is Mike is having James on his podcast.
That's right. Congrats, bro.
On his podcast.
Mike
no,
in the
Mike
morning.
booked me for his one of his shows.
That's so sick.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
gonna be a
taking
good show.
tickets at the door.
That'll be your upcoming best show so far.
Oh, I hope so.
When are you
It
doing
will be.
This Friday, baby.
It's gonna
This
be amazing.
Friday, the 20th, December 20th at 11:30 p.m. Baby, at the West Side
The
Comedy
camera
Theater.
shut off.
Just when you were gonna promote it. Dude, what are you doing?